How's it going, guys? Jimmy Wu, CEO of Infinity Air, here for another round. Friday, Good Friday, Happy Easter to everybody. Here with Dwayne Adcock, our VP of Sales. How's it going? Say hi to our audience.
Hello, everybody.
You know, the Dwayne over here is known as the George Clooney of Asia, so you ladies, watch out. We're doing a presentation today on a 787 system, and you know, there's not a lot of 787 parts out there. 787, although, has been flying since the early teens, right? How long have you been doing this, Dwayne? How long have you been in aviation?
35 years.
Really. And we're always looking to improve and innovate and disrupt in our industry. That's why we want to talk about 787. 787, one of the latest generation aircrafts out there. First composite commercial air transport aircraft that's out there. Completely made out of composite material. Lot of strengths and also some challenges as well with composite material. But the 787 is also the first airplane from the Boeing family that has no bleed air system on the airplane. Isn't that correct?
Right. Exactly.
So in the past, the bleed air system is used for many different reasons on the airplane, including providing cabin air pressure on the airplane. This is a ram air fan that's part of that ATA 21 chapter of air pack system on the airplane. This is a ram air fan that is manufactured by Collins Aerospace, what is previously known as Hamilton Sundstrand UTAS Aerospace. Tell us how this ram air fan is different than what would be on the 737 NG, for example, Dwayne.
Well, first of all, this is fully electric. And another part of this is, that you can see, is this is all made out of composite. All the others are made out of some type of cast magnesium or something like that.
So it's much lower weight, and it's also electric driven, not pneumatic driven or bleed air driven, with a electric motor that's on here. And what was something like this, why would it break?
Well, these would generally break just from the wear and the tear, you know, stop, start. And it's such a high RPM machine that the bearings eventually will fail, and that'll cause possibly FOD coming through here. You know, but you know, those would be the major contributors to this.
It looks like a little inlet of an engine, as a matter of fact. This whole system here needs to be balanced, and what will happen if it's not balanced? Would it eat away at this housing unit?
Well, if it's not balanced, and you can see on this unit, it's got little marks on here where they put it together, so this is balanced. And as this spins, if it goes out around, it's going to start eating away on the inside of this, and eventually it's going to just cause a total failure.
Right. And it's mounted onto the airplane. I see that it also has a dampener up. One of the reasons 787 is in existence, obviously, is more efficient than other airplanes. And this is a great example of it, because they removed the bleed air. What are some of the reasons that Boeing will actually go and remove the bleed air system that's been so proven on other aircrafts?
Well, it's all part of technology. This has all new motors in it. It's going to last longer. It's less weight. There's less weight for this. There's less mechanical parts on the engine, so there's less wear and tear on those types of things. So it's just an overall improved system.
Less parts in general.
Yeah, less
right?
cost to the operators and
less maintenance.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. I think on the 787, they really went and thought about, hey, if we took the bleed air system out and use an electric system, there will be a lot less weight, like Dwayne has said. Also, just a lot less parts in general. Much more reliable, lower in weight. The engines are operating at a better efficiency because they're not pushing these bleed air, the pneumatic system into it, and less costs in general overall for the 787. So 787 is more than just a composite body. It's got a lot of electronic controls, and as all we know, flight controls at one time was driven by cable, right? Yeah. And then we went to
steel cables.
Steel.
Now it's all fly-by-wire.
It's all fly-by-wire. And pneumatic system, unfortunately, you cannot control a pneumatic system like fly-by-wire, but you could control electronic motor system. So you could control this motor to compress just the right amount of air for the amount of people that you have in the cabin, rather than have a pneumatic system where you have bleed air valves and regulators. You have to step air up, step air down, all kinds of things like this. 787, we're going to talk a lot more about 787. Dwayne's been in business 35 years. He's probably, what is the first airplane you see? Like a DC-9 or
First
8?
airplane, DC-6.
What was the first airplane you torn down?
DC-8.
DCA. Well, we're not going to talk about DCA. We're going to start talking about 787 and how we're going to get into the market and tear down 787. So stick with us, guys. Appreciate it. Dwayne, thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Take care.